Everywhere in the world, we can observe and be touched by acts of kindness. People from all walks of life, faiths, and cultures extend themselves beyond the call of duty to help others unconditionally. Through their noble deeds, humanity as a whole is elevated. To commend virtuous actions and encourage more people to be inspired by their examples, Supreme Master Ching Hai has lovingly created a series of awards, including the Shining World Leadership Award, Shining World Compassion Award, Shining World Hero and Heroine Awards, Shining World Honesty Award, Shining World Protection Award, Shining World Intelligence Award, and Shining World Inventor Award to recognize some of the most exemplary, generous, caring, and courageous people who walk amongst us.
The country town of Bundanoon in New South Wales, Australia, has a population of 2,500 eco-conscious citizens. The small town won admiration and unprecedented media coverage the world over when it declared itself bottled water free. Bottled water is no longer sold in shops, and the residents have access to free and safe drinking water for refilling their own containers. What do the locals think of this change?
I think it's a wonderful idea. It's really raising the environmental awareness for not just Bundanoon but for really the whole of Australia, and everyone's 100% behind it in the town.
People are becoming aware that it's necessary. And there are immense amount of plastic collecting in a certain area in the Pacific.
In Australia, the annual consumption of bottled water is about 600 million litres. To produce this amount of bottled water, the industry uses approximately 1 billion litres of water. Plus, at least 120 million litres of oil every year are used to manufacture and distribute bottled water in Australia. Bottled water therefore has a much higher carbon footprint, more than 300 times larger per litre than tap water. Recognising the high environmental costs of bottled water, Bundanoon businesses and residents voluntarily agreed to ban pre-packaged single-use bottled water from their town. By some weeks later, the town had officially launched its alternatives to bottled water. The initiative, called Bundy-on-Tap, led to Bundanoon becoming Australia's first bottled water-free town. Alternatives include public water stations providing free filtered water to residents and visitors, while local businesses sell reusable drink bottles and chilled filtered tap water. Mr. Huw Kingston, a shop owner in Bundanoon, was instrumental in rallying fellow businesses and others to join in Bundanoon's bottled water ban.
Quite a number of towns in Europe and in the United States, Canada, as well as places around Australia have sort of been in touch saying, well, you know, how do we do what you've done? We've had literally thousands of emails from around the world, from Siberia to Brazil to, you know, Lithuania, you know, saying good on you, Bundanoon. And I think just if we can make people think a little bit about, do I need to buy a bottle of water? You know, can I fill up from a tap or can I fill up from a water station? Then that's a better thing than sort of, you know, towns necessarily taking bottled water off the shelf. That the consumer makes the choice, and I think what's happened in Bundanoon, the community has decided that bottled water isn't a good thing.
Mr. Darryl Conybeare, the co-founding director of Street Furniture Australia, explains about the redesign of the drinking fountain as part of the town's initiative to provide free and safe drinking water stations for the public.
What it does is it redefines the idea of the old bubbler, which would have a bowl and a drain, and what this cleverly does is remove the whole business of bowls gathering leaves and rubbish and the drain blocking and so on. So it takes the water straight down the blade and into a sump below the ground. The idea behind the whole campaign is to reduce or eliminate ultimately landfill problems, and the landfill problems are exacerbated by empty bottles. So what this does is delivers into the public environment free filtered water.
Bundanoon residents celebrated the launch of being Australia's first bottled water-free town with a commissioning ceremony of the town's water stations.
There'll be no need for battles and no use for cars. We're empowered with the fire of transforming stars.
For their wonderful green endeavour, one that happened all in a matter of weeks, Supreme Master Qinghai honoured Mr Kingston and Bundanoon Australia with the Shining World Leadership Award. An excerpt from the award letter read,
"This award is presented in recognition of your outstanding effort and enlightened leadership as the first urban region in Australia and perhaps the world to ban commercially bottled water, and for your exemplary vision for a sustainable Earth. For bringing the beautiful town of Bundanoon together to act with one voice to help our planet, we hereby applaud and celebrate the great deeds of the town of Bundanoon with special thanks to Mr. Huw Kingston for your innovative leadership. With great honor, love and blessings, the Supreme Master Qinghai."
Our accolades and thanks Mr Huw Kingston and all the residents of Bundanoon for rallying together to reduce waste, save money and protect the environment. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. When we return, we will meet a Macedonian opera singer and Shining World Protection Award recipient. Welcome back to our program featuring admirable recipients of the Shining World Awards who have made remarkable efforts in environmental protection. Mr. Boris Trajanov of Macedonia is an internationally famous opera singer who has been named Artist for Peace by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO. He is also the ambassador of the Economic Chamber of Macedonia. In spring 2008, Mr. Trajanov launched the Plant Your Future initiative to plant by year's end 10 million trees throughout Macedonia's mountains, particularly those areas that have been ravaged by recent forest fires. Mr. Boris Trajanov explained how his ambitious project for nature began.
Баш во тоа подречје има многу голини, значи има многу места каде што нема дрвја. И стално беше, викам, зошто не го пошумува тоа? Но главниот импулс што стана, тоа беше, значи, во моментот кога почна да горат македонските шуми. Значи, одеднаш имаше огромни пожари кои делумно беа, значи, од климатските промени, но делумно и од луѓето кои сака едноставно да поради поголеми пасишта, поради печурките што растат после пожарот, значи да имаат економска корист. Тоа многу ме погоди.
Wondering why a national day of mourning was not designated for such a tragedy as the fires, Mr. Trajanov seriously pondered a way to reforest his beloved homeland.
И некако само ми дојде, нели, ништо не доаѓа само, доаѓа одгоре, ми дојде мислата дека тоа може да го направи народот и треба да го направи народот. И системот, значи, беше јасен. Во еден ден, огромна маса на луѓе со припремени терени садат милиони дрвја. И така испана. Бев кај премиерот, потоа, значи, бев разговарал со него, имав среќа да ни додели дрвја. Ние беме, значи, веќе група од луѓе ентузијасти кои ја работеа, од сите профили, нормално сите чисто така од ентузијазам, и ни се доделија дрвца, локации, потоа одеме по сите општини, значи, по народот, медијските личности и медиумите ни се приклучија, направиме огромна кампања и дојде до првата акција.
With the Macedonian government declaring the first planting day a public holiday, huge turnout saw 2 million new trees planted in 63 sites around the country. Then again in autumn of that year, another tree day was organised. Mr. Trajanov, along with hundreds of thousands of co-citizens, planted 6 million trees across 100 sites in a single day. In particular, Mr. Trajanov engaged the support of children and youth, teaching them about the importance of planting trees for the environment. One highlight of the event was that religious leaders also participated.
Значи, уствари, они имаат различен назив за истата таа енергија која го движи се тоа, значи на големиот креатор. Еве ние овој пат, например, направиме на Плюс иницијатива, во која верските лидери, значи од сите религии, секоја година ќе садат символично, како предигра за самото ден на акцијата, како еден вид на подигање на атмосферата и свеста, дека ќе се садат во некој двор, од некоја црква, од некоја џамија.
In recognition of his hard work in restoring Earth's ecology and inspiring youth to help protect the planet, Mr. Trajanov was honoured with the Shining World Protection Award from Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Возрастни деца засадуваат дрва со познати личности, странски дипломати и најважното, долго автогените етнички групи во Македонија се здружија и работеа еден покрај друг во духот на вистинската добра волја и соработка. Господине Трајанов, вашиот мудар потпат направи одличен чекор напред кон една почиста и позелена Македонија, но исто така направи напори за помирување и мир помеѓу етничките групи. Ние страстно посакуваме сите нации да го следат проектот за пошумување на Македонија и да помогнат во трансформирање на планетата во еден здрав животен рај. И тоа со сите луѓе да се здружат и работат заедно во мир. За страстственото работење на една мирна и прекрасна планета, за вашите несебични и срдечни дејства, како и за тоа што сте посветен и благороден пример, ние аплаудираме и ги славиме вашите големи дела, господине Борис Трајанов, реномиран оперски пејач, УНЕСКО уметник за мир, борец за средината.
To further support this noble cause, Supreme Master Ching Hai contributed €30,000 to Mr. Boris Trajanov's project through the Economic Chamber of Macedonia. The donation was presented on the eve of the next tree planting session. In addition, Mr. Trajanov received other gifts including Supreme Master Ching Hai's lecture DVDs and music CDs and the delightful #1 international best-selling books by Supreme Master Ching Hai, The Noble Wilds and The Birds in My Life. Mr. Trajanov extended his appreciation to Supreme Master Ching Hai by conveying the following.
Да, врховниот учител тоа го види, навистина е еден неверојатна работа и затоа беме сите изненадени, рекоме, значи сме биле во еден вид на духовен контакт, за да може вашиот врховен учител да тоа го свати, да го прими, тоест таа порака. Бејќи јас сум сигурен дека како што постојат улици, патишта, авиони, преводни средства кај што луѓето можат од точка А до точка Б да стигнат, така постојат, значи, материјални патишта, така постојат и духовни патишта кои се комплетно обвиткани. Значи, во секој случај, голем поздрав, благодарност за ова се што направивте, благодарност на овие луѓе што се избрани тука, што дојдовте, направивте голема работа, дадовте многу кон сите, многу сите ве засака и се надеваме дека врховниот учител дека го покануваме на чистиниот пат да дојде заедно со вас, да ја даде целата своја дел од својата енергија, да кажам, нели да не бидам премногу, да барам премногу, за едноставно овие садници да растат и да оживеат во својот долг живот на планетата Земја.
Thank you so much, Mr. Trainov, for your exemplary actions in safeguarding the beauty of your country and our Mother Earth. May Macedonia and our entire planet be green and healthy once more through such united caring stewardship. Eco-hearted viewers, thank you for your company on this program. Coming up next is Words of Wisdom after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. May your smiles and laughter bring joy to all around you.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/EE.